Hello to Swedish Lapland. Hello, David. How are you?
Hello, Peter, and hello from Swedish Lapland. As you said, my name is David, and I represent Piteå municipality. And yeah, it's a pleasure being here on this show to introduce my lovely hometown Piteå to you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you very much for that you spend your time to explain our visitors and in front of her smartphones, her pads and tablets and computers about your beautiful destination. Please, can you explain a little bit more? What is your role? What is your function? What you are concretely doing and how you can help event professionals from the German-speaking countries, mean Germany, Austria, Switzerland, for doing events in Swedish Lapland?
Yes, I work for the Piteå municipality, and our role as a DMO is to work essentially as a convention bureau, where we handle and assist in incoming MICE requests. This service is of course free of charge, and we help event planners, companies, etc. to find the right experience in Piteå. So basically we assist in finding the right venues, accommodation and activities for your specific group in our area.
Sounds perfect. Sounds like a really perfect support. As we all saw this beautiful background picture behind you in the green screen.
Yes.
So, and it looks like very cold, very frozen. Can you give our audience some information? How is the weather situation actually now in Swedish Lapland in February 2021?
Yes, today it's about minus 12 degrees. And what you see behind me here on the green screen, that's the Piteå Ice Arena, where we have an area where we put out it's ice tracks, about 6 kilometers of ice track right next to the city center. And this year, wow, we have plenty of snow. It's a record year, actually. We have the most snow that we had in Piteå for 60 years. So when I look outside my window, it's about 1.2 meters of snow depth. So yeah, plenty of white gold at the moment.
So David, I guess not all of our visitors in the audience really well known exactly the geographical aspects where your destination is. Please, can you explain a little bit where you are exactly in Sweden and how to find, and especially how to reach? Is this with direct flights, or which is the next bigger airport, or the airport event planners can use to bring groups to your beautiful destination?
Yes, I would say that Piteå is well connected. Piteå is situated about 900 kilometers north of Stockholm and about 100 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle in the eastern part of Swedish Lapland. So we are quite up north in Sweden. And we are located, Piteå, we don't have an airport ourselves, but we are located right in between Luleå and Skellefteå, a little bit bigger cities, and they both have airports with good connections through Stockholm. So the transfer from Luleå Airport to Piteå by bus is about 45 minutes, and from Skellefteå 1 hour. We also have good connections from Arvidsjaur Airport, which hosts many direct flights from especially Germany, and there we have a transfer time about 2 hours.
Perfect. This is really good access, very good accessibility in Sweden. A little bit more about the city. Can you explain a little bit how big is the city, and maybe also a little bit about the infrastructure? What kind of infrastructure for groups your city, your destination can offer?
Yes, so Piteå is a small, picturesque coastal town, about 43,000 people living in the municipality. The city itself is actually turning 400 years this year, so we're having some small celebrations throughout the year. Piteå has a long history of welcoming guests from all over the world. Piteå, I would say, is somewhat famous for being a touristic summer town, as well for the charming small town atmosphere. And due to its location by the coastline, nature is really around the corner in Piteå and part of our Arctic lifestyle. So we have really 4 distinct seasons, and today I think we're going to focus a little bit more about winter and show some videos about that. As well, I would say that Piteå hosts a wide range of different activities and accommodation for the international MICE segment. And we're going to go over today, I think, a few of these companies and activities to show you what we can offer.
Perfect. Really, it makes me hungry for knowing more about this beautiful destination. It's really nice. You spoke about the nature aspect, and I guess the nature is one of the important things you can offer. So of course, we need to chat about sustainability aspects. Can you explain a little bit for our audience? Because sustainability aspects in event plannings are more and more important and will be more important in future as any time before. Can you explain a little bit about the sustainability measures your destination can offer, or how you as a convention can help that planners will organize events under sustainability aspects?
Yeah, that's correct. And I do share that belief that sustainability is very important. And I also think that the municipality and the local companies are very committed into reducing our carbon footprint. Just to give a few examples about today, we have Kust Hotel Spa. It's a really nice hotel located in the city center. The facade that you see on the photos here, that's made of concrete, but it's a very special type of concrete. They have added titanium oxide, and this is actually CO2 absorbing. So if you drive your car outside, the pollution from the car will hit the facade, and the concrete will actually purify the CO2, effectively creating like a concrete lung into the city center. And we also have to mention this hotel has some really cool carpets in the hallways. These are actually made out of recycled fish nets that's been brought out of the sea. So due to the impact that we have now that we want to aim as a winter destination, global warming and all the factors we see, obviously sustainability is going to be a huge focus area moving forward in our destination. And us as a convention bureau, we can help facilitate this need. So if your group are looking for sustainable options, we can definitely help you tailor that type of meeting or event.
So I want to say it again, or to say it clear, you will support free of charge event professionals also to connect with the right contacts and with a couple of measures in line of sustainable planning. This is correct, right?
That is completely 100% correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to have a service, a person buyers can speak with and can think and chat about what, and can create together ideas how the event can look like. When we chat about Swedish Lapland, and I'm a big fan of the Swedish kitchen, of course. I remember when I was last time in your area, I think I eat an Arctic salmon. Is this possible? Something like an Arctic salmon,
or char it could be.
Yeah, it was really nice, and of course the reindeer meat was also very nice. Can you explain a little bit more about this really amazing kitchen in your country?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of food here, it's all about highlighting the local cuisine. And you can say in a way that the local food is very much connected to our Arctic lifestyle. And I, for one thing, as you were approaching as well, the food is very important for an experience, the overall experience from our guests. And if we look at our local ingredients, we find them mainly in the forest and the sea around us. We have, as you mentioned, reindeer, moose, fish, meat, and we can't forget about the blueberries and the cloudberries, very healthy, of course. And the crown jewel, I would say, is the caviar of the north, Kalix Lom, or as we say in English, Kalix Venus roe. And this is fished in the archipelago of Swedish Lapland. This is definitely a must-try for our guests. So you can enjoy this Kalix Lom with some sour cream, some dill, and onion on a butter-fried bread. It's simply delicious. A must-try.
Oh, David, please stop. We are next to the lunchtime. So you make me really, really hungry. All right. David, please, I guess you really have some outstanding frame program ideas for our audience. You like to tell us now. You have something for us very, very, very special.
That is correct, Peter. Yeah, today during this segment, it's going to be my pleasure to introduce a few of the activities and the accommodation that we have today and give you some advice how you can create a memorable experience. Because it's hard to choose from my side, but I think the few highlights that I think you're going to enjoy. So there's a lot to talk about. So let's go over a few of these things.
So let's see what you want to show us.
Yes. So one thing that I think we could start with, it's probably our most popular MICE activities that we have in Piteå. This is the Icebreaker experience. And it gives you a chance for a very special experience. It's quite a feeling to be standing on this ship when you're cruising a real icebreaker, breaking up to 70 centimeters of thick ice that's really crushing against the side of the ship. This is normally a 2-hour tour, and it's carry 80 passengers maximum.
Stop, David. You're really talking about a true icebreaker, an event on an icebreaker.
Yes, that's correct. And you will also see this in a video. Once you're cruising, we stop, we put the ship rest on the ice, more or less parking on the ice, and then you get a chance to dive into this 0.5 degrees of water. Of course, you're not going to do this in your regular swimsuit, so we're going to make sure you get these survival suits. They are very orange, so you will see that in a video. And this suit will actually keep you nice, dry and warm.
Sounds fantastic. Let's watch this.
Yes.
Good. So, David, please, we spoke about your destination and, of course, about group activities like on this beautiful icebreaker we saw before. But let me ask you one question. What's happened with really big groups? You have some options to handle big groups in your country?
Yes, definitely. And in this sense, we have to mention Piteå. This is one of Northern Europe's biggest MICE facilities located right on the coastline. It's unique in Swedish Lapland due to its capacity, since they are able to host more than 1,000 people all under the same roof. In total, they have about 400 hotel rooms and 220 cabins. And in the area of Piteå, it's actually walking distance from the icebreaker, and they can host a number of activities. You have snowmobile tours, you have reindeer safari, team building exercise, side-by-side buggies, the list goes on. So here, as you said, it's mentioned to have the large exhibitions, product launches, incentive trips, completely tailored to your needs. And Peter, of course, I have to tell you some good news, and I think we all need good news in this time of the year. But as a very fun thing for Piteå, next year in January 2022, they will host the Race of Champions. So this is a big driving event that is, for the first time ever, it's being held in Scandinavia. So this will bring some of the best drivers to Piteå area, and they will be driven on the frozen lake, which is just outside the archipelago of Piteå, as you see on this photo here. And in connection with this event, both before and after, there will be ample opportunities to do some really cool driving experience for MICE guests.
So, David, we had chat about the X large events, but let's chat about the X small events. What kind of options your destination can offer for this?
Yes, so I think in this sense we have to introduce Northern Villages. So this is an area, a new formed area, cluster of companies that's just north of Piteå, in between Piteå and Luleå. And this is an area for small, high-end groups where you really get an exclusive feeling and as well privacy for your guest. To give an example of the companies that reside in this area, we have to introduce them. So let's start with Gärdsgården. So this is an old horse stable that's remade into a restaurant. At Gärdsgården, you can do northern food cooking courses, horse and sleigh activity, forest bathing, and also they have access to a conference room. And just a few minutes away from Gärdsgården, we find Parfa reindeer, as you see in a photo here. And here you can meet and feed the reindeers and learn more about the Sami culture. The reindeer, they're actually quite curious, and they come up next to you. If you're even lucky, they will even eat directly from the palm of your hand. Continuing from Parfa, we have Swedish Lapland. This is an experienced dog sledding company. that offers dog sledding tours. And in my opinion, dog sledding tours are an excellent way to explore the snow-covered landscape and as well connecting with nature. Really a perfect MICE activity. So here in this area, we find a great mix of different activities and experience, especially for groups, as mentioned, looking for exclusivity and a high service level.
David, it's great to hear how big is the range of options your destination offer for event planners. And it's good to hear that you and your team will support them in all steps during the planning, the organizing, and finally the production process of events. That's great. Thank you very, very much for this deep insights you gave us, the audience. And I guess all our audience in front of her computer, smartphones, laptops, tablet PCs, they are really are deep impressed what you explained us. Thank you very much. David, one last question. Maybe you have for us, for our audience, a smart and nice hotel tip?
Yes, well, as we mentioned a little bit about the sustainability, we have to mention Kust Hotel & Spa. This is a design boutique hotel that just opened 5 years ago, and it's located in the city center of Piteå. It hosts 97 rooms and 5 conference rooms. And it's really beautifully designed, and on the 8th floor you find a very appreciated spa on the 8th floor, covering the whole floor. You have infinity pools there overlooking the Piteå River that flows beneath. As well, you have the rooftop restaurant, Target Restaurant, which offer great views, and here I would say it's indeed one of Piteå's best restaurants. So they are well equipped to handle high-end MICE groups. So I hope this has given our viewers a brief overview about Piteå and what you can experience here. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions, and our contact details will be published on the MICEboard website. We offer you a warm welcome here to Piteå and Swedish Lapland, and we hope to see you soon again. Thank you.